Ever wondered why sometimes less is truly more, especially in relationships? Welcome back to Stoic Legend, where we unravel the mysteries of Stoicism and its practical applications in our daily lives. Today, we're exploring an intriguing question. Why does distancing yourself from someone often make them value you more? This isn't merely about playing hard to get. Through the lens of Stoicism, this phenomenon underscores the virtues of independence and self-respect. Choosing to step back from a situation where you feel undervalued not only preserves your dignity, but also reflects the Stoic principle of not relying on external approval for your worth. Moreover, this strategy enhances your desirability by fostering emotional resilience and detachment, key Stoic practices. By walking away, you assert control over what truly matters, your actions and responses, not others' feelings or behaviors. Join us as we dive into 10 powerful lessons on how this Stoic approach can strengthen your relationships, showing that such strength is a pathway to gaining greater respect and attraction. If you find these insights enlightening, please give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom from Stoicism tailored for modern life. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. We'd love to engage in a discussion with you. Ready to uncover more? Let's jump right in. Number 1. You resume your power. When you decide to walk away from someone who treats you poorly, you take back your power and dignity. This is a core idea in Stoicism. Knowing your value and realizing it doesn't depend on anyone else's approval or love. By moving on, you stop chasing their approval and start valuing yourself more. This newfound self-respect and confidence will naturally draw the right person to you when the time's right. Imagine being in a relationship where you're always put down or ignored. Every time you ignore this behavior, you give away a little bit of your strength. Deciding to leave sends a clear message to yourself and everyone else that you value yourself too much to put up with disrespect. This choice might make the other person see you in a new light, and maybe even recognize what they've lost. If they don't, it's their loss, not yours, as you move on to better things. In Stoicism, focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't is key. Staying in a bad situation drains your energy and stops you from finding new chances. By finding the bravery to leave, you open doors you didn't even know were there. You break free from the past and get to shape your future. Taking this bold step towards a new path reveals a world full of opportunities, a true gift to yourself. Take, for example, a friend who always cancels plans at the last minute without thinking about how it affects you. Every time you overlook this behavior, you let them take your time and energy for granted. When you choose to step back from this friendship, you take back control of your time and emotional energy. This lets you focus on relationships with people who really value and respect you. Doing this not only improves your well-being, but also attracts positive, like-minded individuals into your life. By embracing Stoic principles and distancing yourself from toxic relationships, you demonstrate your strength and self-respect. This act of self-care not only enhances your life, but also boosts your appeal to others. People are naturally attracted to those who value themselves and insist on being treated well. So, walking away from someone who treats you poorly isn't just about leaving them. It's about moving towards a future filled with respect, love, and endless possibilities. Number 2. You are exceptional in the crowd. If you're dating someone who doesn't treat you with the respect and consideration you deserve, choosing to walk away is a strong statement of your self-worth. This decision sets you apart from those who might hold on to less than ideal situations out of fear or insecurity. The person you were seeing might start to see you differently, realizing they took you for granted. Suddenly, you become a challenge, someone they want to impress because you've shown that you're not obsessing over their notice. In Stoicism, one important idea is understanding your worth and not depending too much on approval from others. By walking away, you live out this belief, showing that your happiness and self-worth come from within, not from someone who doesn't value you properly. Your decision to detach and not chase anyone demonstrates that you put your own fulfillment first, rather than relying on someone else's presence. This makes you more appealing, as others start trying to gain your attention and affection. Imagine leaving a job that no longer satisfies you for something better. Your colleagues and boss might only appreciate your worth after you've left, seeing you as someone courageous enough to step out of their comfort zone for greater fulfillment. This resilience and readiness to face discomfort or uncertainty showcase a commendable bravery and a mindset focused on growth. Walking away shows you're not scared of losing something or facing change. You're ready to give up something you know well for the chance of something better. This shows you can stand on your own, making you a more attractive friend or partner. Choosing the right moment to leave can really set you apart as someone special and worth chasing, someone who isn't easily forgotten. You become the exception, not the rule, which really boosts your appeal. Stoic philosophy values self-control and inner strength highly. By walking away, you demonstrate these virtues, proving that you're not swayed by fleeting feelings or superficial connections. You put your well-being and personal growth first, showing that you live by your principles and hold your dignity in high regard. This inner strength not only makes you uniquely attractive, but also sets the stage for a rewarding life. Number 3, she will reveal her true feelings for you. A principle deeply embedded in Stoicism is the power of letting go and the wisdom of recognizing what is truly meant for you. When you walk away from a woman, you create an opportunity for her true feelings to emerge naturally. If she genuinely cares about you, she'll find it hard to stay away. Her return would demonstrate that her feelings are deep and sincere, proving that sometimes actions speak louder than words. Suppose you've been dating someone for a while but feel uncertain about her feelings towards you. Instead of continuously trying to win her affection or questioning where you stand, you choose to take a step back. This isn't about playing games. It's about giving her the space to reveal her true intentions. If she returns to you, it's a definitive sign that she values the relationship and wants to be with you. Her actions would indicate that she is emotionally invested and truly cares. Conversely, if you step back and she lets you go without any attempt to reconnect, it strongly suggests that her feelings for you have diminished. This realization can be tough, but from a Stoic viewpoint, it's vital to accept that not everything is within our control. Her lack of response indicates that the relationship wasn't meant to last, and that's perfectly fine. It creates an opportunity for both of you to move forward and find partners who are genuinely compatible and committed. Consider Marcus Aurelius, who frequently emphasized the importance of accepting things as they are. He taught that we should concentrate on what we can control and release what we cannot. By choosing to walk away, you're embodying the Stoic principle. You're allowing her the space to reveal her true feelings, and whatever the outcome, you're prepared to accept it with grace and dignity. This approach not only respects her autonomy, but also strengthens your own resilience and peace of mind. This strategy not only guides you towards a partner who truly wants to be with you, but it also fortifies your character. It teaches you to appreciate your own worth and not to settle for anything less than genuine affection and respect. Ultimately, walking away isn't a form of manipulation. It's about gaining clarity and maintaining respect for both yourself and the other. Number 4. You ignite curiosity and intrigue. In Stoicism, understanding your value and sticking to your principles is crucial. A powerful way to gain respect and draw others to you is by distancing yourself from those who mistreat you. This isn't just about making physical space. It's about respecting yourself enough to reject poor treatment. Let's delve into how this strategy operates and its impact. Deciding to walk away from someone who doesn't respect you immediately increases your intrigue and mystery. This effect is based on a simple psychological principle. People tend to desire what seems out of reach. When you're always available and constantly adjusting your plans for someone else, you become predictable and, unfortunately, easy to overlook. They start to take your availability for granted, putting in less effort. By stepping back, you disrupt this cycle, showing that your presence is a privilege, not an entitlement. Imagine a friend who often cancels plans at the last minute. You've always been accommodating, reshaping your schedule to fit theirs. But after numerous cancellations, you decide to limit your availability. Instead of always being the fallback option, you start prioritizing other activities and people who appreciate your time. Suddenly, this friend notices your absence and starts to wonder why you're not as available as before. They may begin to think about their actions and what they need to do to win back your attention. This change surrounds you with an aura of mystery and intrigue. This principle carries even more weight in romantic relationships. When you pull away from someone who mistreats you, you signal that you have your own life and priorities. You're not merely waiting for their next call or text. This show of independence tells them that you have options, which makes you unpredictable and more respectable. They start to value you more because you've demonstrated self-respect. This self-regard is highly attractive to the right person. They see your worth because you recognize it yourself. Taking a step back from someone's life fills their mind with questions. Why did you leave? What went wrong? Are you seeing someone else? Is reconciliation still possible? These questions heighten their interest and attraction. When you reconnect, they're likely eager for answers and to re-engage. A little mystery and uncertainty can actually be quite beneficial. Walking away embodies the qualities of a high-value, confident person, a clear application of Stoic principles. Understand your worth, uphold your dignity, and never settle for less than you deserve. Use this approach wisely, and watch how it significantly changes how others see and interact with you. Number 5. You lead her to try to win you over. People frequently value what they cannot easily attain. By stepping away from a situation where you're undervalued, you introduce a sense of scarcity that boosts your perceived importance. Consider this analogy. If you have a precious gem and keep it hidden, its value only becomes apparent when it's no longer easily accessible. Your absence serves as a potent reminder, making others realize what they have been overlooking. This shift can lead them to appreciate your true value more deeply once they feel your absence. Envision a relationship where your contributions and feelings are constantly disregarded. Choosing to walk away and refusing to settle for less than you deserve might cause your partner to notice the void your absence creates. They may start to miss the support, kindness, and positivity you brought into their life, leading to a crucial reassessment of their actions and the relationship itself. This reflection could prompt them to realize the value of what they had and the importance of not taking it for granted. Walking away can be the biggest test for any relationship. If the other person comes back, realizing how much you mean to them, It shows that your bond is truly strong. This time apart can make them see your worth anew, setting the stage for a stronger, more fulfilling connection. When you decide to walk away, you take back control of your life. You stop waiting for someone else to see your worth. Instead, you make a clear move that shows you respect yourself too much to stay where you're not appreciated. This act of self-respect is a key part of Stoic practices. It teaches us to always put our own well-being and dignity first. Choosing to walk away sets a strong example. It shows that you won't put up with bad treatment and that you have the courage to look for better situations. This often leads to more respect from others who notice that you don't bend your principles or self-worth, which makes you more appealing. Walking away is a powerful display of self-respect. While it can be tough, it's important to remember that you deserve to be around people who truly value you. If the person comes back, you have the upper hand and can choose if you want to mend the relationship on better terms. If they don't return, you save yourself time and can move on to find someone who really appreciates you. If you've followed along this far and are still with me, I encourage you to pause for a moment and comment below with "Embrace the power of walking away." This small action shows that you really connect with the message we've been discussing. Your involvement means so much, and it reflects your dedication to personal growth. Now, let's go further and keep exploring together. Number 6. Being away makes one cherish more. Walking away can be a powerful tactic, echoing the old saying, "Distance makes the heart grow fonder." This phrase captures a deep truth about human connections. Absence can indeed heighten desire, affecting not only romantic relationships but friendships and family bonds as well. Think about the times you haven't seen loved ones for a while. Often, their absence makes you miss them more. Think fondly of past times together and feel a strong urge to reconnect. When you finally do reunite, the joy and appreciation you feel are incredibly rewarding. This concept is also effective in romantic relationships, especially when things begin to feel stale or routine. Being around each other all the time can sometimes make conversations and daily interactions lose their spark. Taking a step back allows both partners time to think about what they truly want from the relationship. During this time apart, she might find herself reflecting on you and the good times you've shared, reigniting her interest and appreciation. Imagine your relationship has grown monotonous because you're together every day. Deciding to take a short break, focusing on your own interests, and giving her space to miss you can reignite a sense of longing and appreciation. She might start remembering what attracted her to you in the first place, and it might not be long before you get a message from her expressing a desire to reconnect. Reuniting after a break can refresh the emotional energy in your relationship. The time apart lets both of you see each other in a new light. This is a practical use of Stoic wisdom, understanding that sometimes less is more, and that giving each other space can actually strengthen your connection. If your relationship begins to feel monotonous or boring again, think about setting up regular intervals of space. Scheduling short breaks every few months isn't a sign of disinterest, but rather a demonstration of profound respect for the health of the relationship, giving it room to grow and thrive. This strategy can greatly enrich and deepen your connection when you come back together. It's crucial to understand that walking away isn't about playing games or manipulating. It's about respecting the natural rhythms of relationships and using distance as a strategic tool to strengthen your connection. Apply this strategy with Stoic wisdom, recognizing that sometimes stepping back is the most effective way to move forward together. Number 7. Make her yearn for the happy moments. Remember how your relationship started, brimming with excitement and happiness? You might recall leisurely strolls in the park, sharing laughs over inside jokes, or discovering new places side by side. But now, if small disagreements turn into big arguments, and peace feels hard to find, you might wonder what happened to that early spark that once shone so brightly. Here's where Stoicism comes into play. A key Stoic idea is to recognize what's in your control and what isn't. You can't control her actions or feelings, but you can manage your own. When conflicts grow and seem too tough to handle, sometimes the smartest move is to step back. Not because you're giving up, but to take time for reflection and to find peace again. Taking a step back gives both of you the chance to remember the good times in your relationship, which can be a strong reminder of what brought you together in the first place. If you find yourself fondly recalling the past, chances are she might be doing the same. This could lead her to miss the fun and connection you once shared, helping her see that these moments are more important than the small arguments. Think about the enjoyable times you've had together at a favorite restaurant. These memories of laughter and connection might become even more meaningful when you take a break from the conflict. As you step back, she's likely to reflect on these happier times too, and realize that the current arguments don't matter as much compared to the joy you've shared. Choosing to walk away shows strength and self-control. It indicates that you can step back without getting consumed by negativity. When she sees you taking this thoughtful break, she might start to respect you more, realizing that you care about the relationship enough to focus on fixing things rather than just winning arguments. When she sees your mature approach to handling conflicts, she's likely to reach out first. She'll want to reconnect and work on strengthening and enriching your relationship. This effort to rekindle what you both shared can make you even more attractive to her, as she recognizes a partner who deals with disagreements wisely and prioritizes building positive experiences together. So, when the bickering gets overwhelming, remember the benefits of stepping back. Use this time not just for your own reflection, but also to give her space to see the value of your relationship. This strategy can rekindle the initial spark that brought you together, facilitating the mending and deepening of your bond. Number 8. You hold the advantage. Imagine being in a relationship where you feel unappreciated and taken for granted. By choosing to walk away, you demonstrate that you won't stand for disrespect or neglect. This decision can be a wake-up call for your partner, making them realize your value and regret their lack of appreciation. They might begin to see you differently, recognizing the strength and self-respect you've shown. In Stoicism, a fundamental lesson is to concentrate on what you can control and release what you can't. When you walk away from a situation, you are living out this teaching. You're not attempting to alter the other person or the circumstances. Instead, you're taking control of how you respond and how you manage your own life. Walking away also demonstrates your discipline and self-control. Instead of responding emotionally, you logically evaluate the situation and make the best choice for yourself. You consider the advantages and disadvantages objectively and reach a thoughtful conclusion. This display of restraint and calmness is often admired by others. Imagine you're part of a social circle that constantly takes advantage of your kindness and generosity. You've communicated your feelings, but the behavior continues. Choosing to distance yourself from that group demonstrates that you value yourself enough to seek healthier relationships. In your absence, your friends may begin to realize how much your presence and support meant to them, appreciating the true worth you brought to their lives. Ultimately, walking away at the right moment helps you preserve your dignity and self-respect. You set a standard for how others should treat you by refusing to settle for less. When you make the decision to leave, you create room for new opportunities and better experiences. The opportunity for healthier relationships and environments where you are respected and valued is now available. By adopting this Stoic mindset, you demonstrate that your self-worth isn't tied to external approval. You are secure in your values and principles. This kind of inner strength is compelling. People are naturally attracted to those who display such confidence and self-assurance. So, keep in mind, sometimes stepping away is the most effective strategy to secure the upper hand and draw the respect and admiration you truly deserve. Number 9. You turn into a challenge for her. Women who value a challenge are usually not attracted to men who put them on a pedestal or offer everything effortlessly. Instead, they are drawn to men who demonstrate strong self-esteem and require some effort to capture their attention. This doesn't mean playing games or pretending to be hard to get. It's about genuinely putting your own life, goals, and well-being first. Imagine this. You've always been the one to start conversations with a woman via text. But then, you decide to focus on personal growth. You hit the gym more often, pick up a new hobby, or hang out with friends more. As a result, you aren't as immediately available as you used to be when she reaches out. This change doesn't go unnoticed. Before long, she starts to miss the constant attention she once took for granted and begins reaching out to you first. When you focus on yourself, you create an aura of scarcity. Instead of being the man who's always there, always available, you become someone she has to make an effort to connect with. This shift doesn't mean you become distant or cold, but it does involve enriching your own life and relying less on her validation. In Stoic philosophy, this aligns with the idea of self-sufficiency and lessening dependence on external validation. Your true worth is inherent and doesn't hinge on how much attention you give or get from others. By embracing this principle, you maintain your dignity and attract those who respect your strong sense of self. So, if she starts to pursue you, resist falling back into old habits of putting her on a pedestal. Maintain your boundaries and self-respect. Stay polite and thoughtful, but also keep some mystery and not always be available. Know when to say no. This approach doesn't just keep the attraction alive, it also shows that you value yourself highly. Ultimately, being a challenge isn't about playing games. It's about preserving your dignity and ensuring that any relationship you're in stays balanced and healthy. By stepping back, you give her the opportunity to see your true worth and to work for your attention, which can deepen the connection between you both. Number 10. It's the ultimate display of power. When you choose to walk away from a woman, it can give the impression that you're in control, and many find decisiveness and authority attractive in a partner. A powerful man is defined by his commitment to his values. By walking away, you demonstrate that you will not compromise your principles for anyone, showcasing a strong sense of self. From a Stoic perspective, the ancient Stoics emphasized understanding what is within our control and what isn't. While you can't control her actions or emotions, you have full command over your responses. If you're unhappy with how things are progressing in your relationship, clearly state that it's not what you're looking for. Make it known that if things don't change, you're prepared to leave. This approach isn't about manipulation, it's about asserting your boundaries and adhering to your values. Imagine you're in a relationship where your partner frequently makes plans without consulting you, or disregards your preferences. Despite discussing how this affects you, they continue to act as if your input doesn't matter. Eventually, you decide to end the relationship, clearly stating that you need to be with someone who respects and values your opinions. Your partner might initially doubt your resolve, thinking you won't follow through. However, once you're gone and they face the reality of making decisions alone, they might begin to understand how important your perspective was and the value of a respectful partnership. Being in such a position is advantageous, because when you do decide to walk away, it's a significant gesture. She will recognize that you possess the strength and self-respect to exit a situation that doesn't live up to your standards. This display of resolve is often seen as highly attractive. Soon, she might find herself eager to get you back, making efforts to regain your favor. Be prepared for this scenario. If you choose to give her another chance, set clear boundaries right from the start to prevent a recurrence of the issues. Be explicit about your expectations and what behaviors you won't tolerate. On the other hand, if you decide not to return, she will have to live with the regret of how she treated you, remembering you as a strong individual who respected himself enough to walk away. Indeed, Stoic philosophy highlights the value of inner strength and self-control. By choosing to walk away, you demonstrate that you command your actions and emotions, refusing to let someone else's behavior control your happiness. This embodies true power and attraction, illustrating a deep understanding of self-governance and personal integrity. As we conclude today's discussion on the powerful impact of walking away and how it can elevate interest and respect in relationships, we hope you found these insights valuable. Walking away isn't merely about putting distance between you and another. It's a statement of self-respect and a commitment to Stoic principles that champion emotional resilience and independence. It highlights the importance of understanding that your value doesn't hinge on someone else's approval, but on your own self-worth. Throughout our session, we've examined various scenarios where taking a step back can alter relationship dynamics, enhancing your appeal and respectability. Whether it reignites interest or simply reaffirms that you value yourself too much to settle for less, walking away serves as a potent tool in your relational toolkit. We're eager to hear about your experiences with this approach. Have you noticed a shift in how someone perceives you after you've stepped back? Please share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences enrich our community and provide valuable lessons for everyone. If today's video struck a chord with you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content on how Stoicism can inform our daily lives and relationships. If you think someone else might benefit from this video, go ahead and share it with them. And if you're keen on diving deeper into applying Stoic principles to better your personal and professional relationships, take a look at the recommended videos popping up on your screen right now. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, sometimes the boldest step you can take is to step back and focus on your own growth. Until next time, continue to embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and craft your best life.